This video accompanies the pattern for the pleated linen top in the spring 2016 issue of Cast On. And when you work a garment with a pleat, you need to have 3 folds of fabric to make the pleat. I have the fabric that's on top, I have the fabric that's on the inside of the pleat, and then I have the fabric that is the back of the pleat. And so that adds a lot of stitches to your work. And I made this pleat very wide because I am crazy, and so this bottom of this is huge, and I am so glad to be finally working the pleat. Now, to set up to work the pleat, I find it easier to put the stitches for the pleat on double pointed needles so that I can fold them and work them. And as I work the pleat, I've got a little cable here, I slipped a stitch on the right side with the yarn in back to get a turning point. And notice how that just kind of, and this is unblocked, it's not going to look like this one is blocked, it just kind of pushes forward. So that's the part of the pleat that's going to be on top. Now on the inside of the pleat, I did the reverse. I slipped the stitch with the yarn in front. And notice that that causes that stitch to recede. It just makes it a little easier to shape the pleat. Now to set up the pleat, I need to deal with my turning stitches, and my turning stitches are going to be knit together with the back of the pleat. And so on this stitch, on this part of the pleat, I have 21 stitches. On the inside of the pleat, I have 19, and on the back, I have 21. Now, what that means is that when I fold this pleat together, and you can see why I use double pointed needles, it's going to lay flat. Now, what I'm going to do to work the pleat, to complete it, is I am going to work my turning stitch with the front piece and the back piece. Here's my back turning stitch on needle 3. And in the instructions for this pattern, these will be referred to as 1, 2, and 3. I will knit this stitch and this stitch together. Then I will knit the next 19 stitches, 3 stitches together, or keeping in pattern when I get to this point. And then the last stitch that I'm going to be working on this side will be the turning stitch for the front and the corresponding stitch in the back. And that will cause this pleat to lie flat. Now when this is blocked, this is linen, so this is going to be crisp and neat and hang beautifully. Hard to tell from this. The next video is going to show how I work these stitches together.